Hi traders, and welcome to the daily recap show for today, which was Wednesday the 27th of April. So we said this morning that the FTSE was currently trading around 73.81 to 91, and a reaction there would be key for the session. We said if we rejected there and held as resistance, we had support today at 72.95 to 73.04. However, we needed to be careful of longs in the face of any impulsive downside momentum. Sustained breaks below 72.95 to 304 opened up moves lower, and acceptance back above 81 to 91 could see moves higher to the resistance zones, with main resistance today at 74.81 to 74.88. So let's go and have a look at today's action. Okay, so you can see on the open here, we got a really strong push down through that 73.81 to 91 zone. And we started heading lower, and at this point we had that sustained break, and we were probably looking for shorts down to this 72.95 to 304 area. We didn't get that, and we just got this strong impulsive push back through. Remember how we said if we rejected here and held this as resistance, then we had the support down here. But notice when we did retest this level, it was another impulsive push back through, which suggested the false break. And therefore we were looking for the higher pricing. We said that if we held that as support and pushed higher, or got acceptance above here and pushed higher, we could see moves to the resistance zones above, with main resistance at 81 to 88, which obviously we haven't seen up here. However, there was a really nice reversal pattern off the zone just below there. And remember, we are in a bit more of a bearish market at the moment, so we can be a little bit more aggressive with our sells. So, excuse me, that was one opportunity there. And other than that, the market's really just chopped around. We have retested here this afternoon, in the US session, and held that support, but there's nothing really there of note as a decent reversal. So that false break on in the morning session was quite clear because of the impulsive action. We didn't hold it. We didn't get any reversals or signals to sell that on a retest. And then once we got back above, we then did push higher. So we'll see where we are tomorrow. At the moment, everything on the higher time frames is still fairly corrective. I wouldn't say the bulls are back just yet. The market's still looking a little bit weak, so we'll have to keep an eye on the higher time frames. And if we start seeing impulsive moves like we initially saw this morning here, but then that being sustained and not getting these impulsive V-shaped recoveries, then we may be looking for even lower pricing. So we'll keep an eye out. We'll let you know the inflection points and the zones to be aware of. But now let's go and take a look at the DAX. Okay, so on the DAX, we said it was currently trading around the 745 to 770 area, and the reaction there would be key for the session. If we held it as resistance and we see an impulsive push down, we need to get a sustained break below 525 to 545 to open up moves to higher time frame support. But if we gain acceptance above there, we could see moves towards resistance at 13,850 to 875, and then potentially 965 to 990. So now let's go and take a look at the DAX. Okay, so we said the DAX was currently trading around this 745 area, and notice we got this really strong push down, that impulsive push down, and we said that we could then see this 525 to 545 zone. Didn't quite get that far, but we got a reversal here. This in isolation is an okay reversal. If it had been from a key zone, then it's okay, but with that impulsive push down, with the market bearish, certainly at that point in time, this would have been a risky long to take, in my opinion. Like I say, if it had been from this key zone, then maybe that would have been slightly different. But the fact that it was higher and from this zone above, in my opinion, it would have been a little bit too risky. And notice, like on the FTSE, we got the V shape, but notice how we only came back into that resistance zone, and then the rest of the day we just chopped around. Once we got the acceptance above the zone, we have then pushed higher, and we did eventually see that 850 to 875 zone, which we then got this really nice reversal here. So that would have probably been a more appropriate trade. In and around this here, I can't really see anything which would have been appropriate for a long. Remember, we are bearish, so we want to be focused on the sell side. Risk reward wouldn't have been great trying to target this zone here from above this zone. And as you can see, it's just very, very choppy. So we did see this reversal from that resistance zone there, at 850 to 875, but we never saw anything higher to push to that zone above. Another issue with this would have potentially been the risk to reward back into this zone here. We did see the impulsive push through, and as you can see, at the moment we're holding this zone here as resistance. So yeah, overall, not really too much to trade today, unfortunately. There's we did see those initial push down and the false breaks, but with the market more bearish at the moment, they would have been risky trades. Probably the trade of the day was that reversal from the resistance zone on the FTSE. So I hope you found this useful. We'll update you in the morning with the new reports and our direction and the new inflection points. As always, if you haven't already, please come sign up to the Keyzone service and join the Keyzone Traders community. Let me know what you think of these reports, and I'll speak to you again tomorrow. Cheers.